really just a number in past schools, wasn't passing, and had a mutually bad relationship with the principal. My brother was a hard-headed student here at Traverse City High School, so I've been at a life-changing uni, and I was allowed to enroll with Morgan, though I was too young at the time. I started off as a contribution to the hard-headed students by not always being the most understanding person, not having too much care for my future. Through the next couple of years, I was on and off probation, and I started every year, almost every year, late because I was out. Morgan gave me help, but he also gave me the chance I needed. I thank Mr. Morgan for being lenient, understanding of my situations, but yet sternly giving me the push and the pressure that I needed. I would also like to make a special thank you to Ms. Preston. She really, I really can't express how much you have helped me. From after school event sessions to simply having you as my teacher. Most of all, you have always believed in me, even when I didn't. You pushed me and gave me the drive to know I can achieve what I aim for, no matter how much critics there are, and to never allow them to believe that the sunshine burns. You've taught me to never give up, and that I have to personally see that I can achieve success for my future, and that I don't have to make the choice of not allowing myself to go far. Overall, this school is what it is because of the teachers who individually take the time and care in helping the students achieve their goals and to find what works best for them. If there's one thing I feel I'll keep with me as a life lesson from the teachers at Traverse City High School, it would be to have to keep an open mind throughout life, and then it takes time and perseverance to get where I want to be, but just need to be patient.
And support. After 3 different high schools, I finally found a school where I can succeed. In Traverse City High School, the teachers do everything in their power to help the students. The teachers here welcome everyone and make believe in us, even when we don't believe in ourselves. I want to give a special thanks to all the teachers here at Traverse City High School.
So life is all about choices. You might not always be able to choose what happens, but you choose how to react to it. In the recent months of life, it's been hectic. I just want to say thanks to the faculty at Traverse City High for constantly staying on top of me and pushing me. My biggest fault is my procrastination. Of all the schools I've been to, and trust me, it's a long list, I have never had such a caring family looking after me. I appreciate it so much. And Jenny Phelan, I'm not sure if you're here or not, you're an amazing woman. I'm so glad I had the pleasure of meeting you and getting to know you. Thank you for everything you were able to and intended to help me with. To the student body, thank you all as well. No one at the school looked down at me for my lifestyle choice. I mean, really none of you cared at all. So it was quite nice. The respect level throughout the school is just phenomenal, and I appreciate all of you so much. And then to my very amazing and never-ending support on the outside. You're amazing. I love everyone that has accepted me and helped me through all of my struggles, emotionally and physically. School and my personal life would have been way more than I could have fared alone. I love you and I thank you for everything you have helped me accomplish and for my future. And a last piece of advice for everyone from my heart to you. Newton's third law states that every action has an opposite and equal reaction. I have pondered over this theory many times since it was presented to me, and my conclusion is this. There will always be negativity in your life, but rather than letting it eat at your heart and mind, turn it into something positive. Life is way too short to let things in the past get to you. It has already happened. There is no sense in turning over it. The chapters ahead are those that matter. I encourage you to look onto the future with an open mind. You just might be surprised how the world will respond.
I am able to support my daughter and plan my future all because I am a Maverick. And as a Maverick, I am family to Traverse City High School. The first people that I have to give thanks to are, of course, Julie and Lisa in the daycare. They were always there for me, whether it be answer my questions and curiosity with honesty, or even taking extra time out of their day to help Jessie and I, or even psychologically biting me in the butt when I was getting off my track. They were always there to keep me heading in the right direction. I was never able to give you guys the thanks that you deserve. You make Traverse City High School a home to me. This school is nothing but good, caring, forgiving, and believing people. Everything I have accomplished is because of all of you. Ms. Decker, I came to you with just about every financial question I had. I would not be able to support my daughter financially if it were not for you. Ms. Abbott, you were the one who would not stop until you knew Jesse and I were in a safe environment to live in. Mr. Olson, you were the one who not only set me up with college plans, you made it happen and you kept me thinking positive. And of course, Mr. Morgan, you know what is right for this school and you never give up on any student. You let me figure out what I needed to do and you let me do it. There are not many kids in this generation now who can say that they went to college before they graduated, but you can make it happen. You made it all easier for me to make my way towards independence. And isn't that a major point in graduating from high school? This school not only teaches us the academics we need, it teaches us respect and how to fight for ourselves and search for more than just settling. Daycare, insurance, credit cards, FAFSA, licenses, jobs, housing, family, and even love. Marktown, I do not know how it was possible for me to live in this world without you. But now that you are here, that's all that matters to me, and I know with all my heart that you are the one I want to be with forever and ever. Just remember, Mark, that we would not be here on this stage if we were not put through our hard past. I have to thank my grandparents for coming to trust me again. Their words mean everything to me. I am living in their household, and I am safe, healthy, happy, and loved. I will always look to you guys as my mother and father. And someday I promise you with all my heart I will thank you in some way. For now I hope the little things count. Now I have a quick story that I had promised Julie I would finish a long time ago. It's called The Nighty-Night Monster of TC High Daycare. TC High Daycare has no idea that the Nighty-Night Monster can take his eyes out to see you. The monster laughs with his fuzzball face, seeing everyone wonder why the pacifiers are misplaced. His big green eyes pop out from the pit to watch the silly babies drool and spit. Every night after the kiddies go home, the Nighty-Night Monster is ready to roam. He hides in the ball pit and sneaks around at night, finding leftover crumbs up until daylight. But when he looks around seeking for Julie's chocolate cake, he ends up quitting and settling for her oatmeal quake. The sun's coming up, the babies will be here soon. Tonight I will find Julie's feast under the light of the moon. The monster gets excited, he runs and he crawls, he jumps in the pit and he blends in with the balls. Here comes Violet, turning violet again, and here comes walking cutie cuddly Kaden. Here comes silly Brooklyn, the smallest baby, always wanting more milk from her mommy's body. There's Amber and Aubrey and Gracie and Jessie. They are so precious, but oh so messy. Nevaeh is last, but definitely not the least. I whisper to her. She tells me the secrets where I can find Julie's feast.
It's funny and a little ironic that I'm standing here on this stage tonight because this is where my school journey started. As a child, I was always very nervous and awkward and uncomfortable at school. I could never find my place or grounds. Struggling with grades, I became more uncomfortable and lost. Moving on to junior high school, I still carried the same anxieties around with me. When I reached high school, more troubles came my way. I heard rumors at West that the classes were going to be pointing to me outside because of all the other students in little space left in the school, but that never happened. I stayed there for a little over a year. Not long after I decided to switch to Central, I wanted a new learning environment, and then West, hoping I could achieve higher grades. But I was still failing. I was out of place. I didn't know where to turn, and I ended up back at West. When I didn't go to school, I talked to Mrs. Bishop, school counselor at West. And she told me to go to the rest of my school. I'm very blessed and thankful that I have this opportunity, and I'm very thankful for all of you.
Keep your face to the sunshine and you'll never see the shadows, Howard Teller. And a picture of one sunflower towards the sun and a field more turned the other way. I saw this every day for nearly a year, and it will always stick with me. I always thought it meant be optimistic. Look on the bright side enough and you won't see the bad. I'm not sure when, but at one point I realized that another Hellflower quote was so true. All the world is full of suffering, it is also full of overcoming. You don't want to ignore the shadows and dark points in your life. You want to embrace them and always learn from them. If high school gave me one thing, it's the skill of learning from your mistakes. And personally, it's the most useful thing I've ever learned. If I could go back and tell myself 5 or 10 years ago what I've accomplished, 7 or 12-year-old me would be so proud. And that's how I know I've made it so far. I couldn't have done it alone though. Most of all my family, my mom, Kim, stepdad Rick, sister Ember, and brother Nate, they encouraged me and helped me through some of the toughest parts of my life. I want to thank them and the other side of my family, mostly my cousin Jessie and Aunt Karen that recently passed away, for making me who I am. And I must thank the Traverse City High School family. If they weren't here, I wouldn't have made it to high school. The school will always have a very special place in my heart, and I will always be grateful. I want to specifically thank Mr. B, Mr. Morgan, Mr. Olson, Mrs. Essenberg, Ms. Choate, Ms. Potter, Ms. Hendricks, Ms. Penny, and Mrs. Tucker. All of you helped me continuously. And of course, all my friends, especially Miranda Reynolds, Alex Miller Alger, Reagan Raphael, and Tiffany Brooks. You're all an inspiration and support to me, and thank you so much for being the best friends in the class. In conclusion, I'd like to thank everyone for being here and for celebrating the class of 2012, and I'd like to quote about Stratford Live. Some of us are lovers, most are not haters. So I put up a wall and made respect. The lover hit me as to be free. They say we learn from mistakes, so that's why they mistake me. I got some weight on my shoulders and it's like feathers all over the tall shoulders.
I'd like to start off thanking my mom and my family for taking care of me throughout all these years, standing by my side throughout the rest of my life, whether they were good or bad. I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for them, helping me and keeping their faith. I also have to send a special thank you to my big brothers Joey and Jacob for pushing me to graduate on time due to the fact that they were both super seniors. I had to write emails now to say I did something better. I love you guys. I want to say thank you to CBC High for making it possible for me to graduate on time and make my very first grade in life, and for being like another family to me and caring so much. There is no other school like this that I've ever been to. I must say I love my last 2 years here, and I don't want to leave. I will miss all the staff, and I will promise to come back and love you, especially more than the ones that I love. This last school year has been very hard on me and many others because of the loss of a very close child, Carly Juniors. So at this time, I would like to say a few words to say to her, since she is standing up here right now with the class of 2012. I know she wants to thank her mom, Susie, her dad, John, and her brother, Mitchell, and the rest of her family for always being there for her. She would be standing in this exact spot, looking at them and telling them she loves them. She is grateful for everything they have done. On that note, congratulations, class of 2012.